If you feel that no matter what you do, your hips are still tight all the time, if they're still tight after weeks, months, even years of stretching, the problem probably isn't flexibility. It's that your body doesn't feel strong at the end of the range you already have. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix that in 2 simple exercises. If this is helpful, drop a like. It helps more people find this. Let's get to it. So here's what's actually going on. When you stretch a tight hip, you're asking your nervous system to let go of a range it doesn't yet trust or have the strength for. And for a lot of people, that strength never gets built because stretching only asks your body to lengthen that muscle. It never asks your body to hold or strengthen at that end range of motion. Your nervous system doesn't loosen a muscle because you've continued to pull on it. It loosens a muscle or lets go when it believes that that range is safe to move through and safe to load. And that's a strength problem disguised as a flexibility issue. If your hips have felt tight for a long time and stretching hasn't changed that, this is usually why. So let's fix that directly. The first one is the 90-90 liftoff. Many people do this and they don't think about the strength at end range. So we're going to fine tune it a little bit. You're going to get into that 90-90 position. Your front shin and your back leg are about 90 degrees. From there, lift your back foot a few inches off the ground and hold it there. That's it. It's a small exercise. Your leg is not going to move much. You're asking your hip to hold weight at the end range that it normally avoids. You're asking for a little more strength there. Hold for about 5 seconds, slowly lower, and repeat. What you'll usually notice is that this feels a lot harder than it looks, especially on your tighter side. That's the muscle finally getting a job to do instead of just being pulled on. The second exercise is in the doorway for your hamstrings and hip flexors. So you're going to lay in the doorway with one leg through and one leg up the door frame. What you're going to do is you're going to pull the leg that's up the door frame off a little bit. It may not move much. You're going to hold that for 5 seconds. You're going to relax with that. That is doing is it is getting your hip flexor to activate at its end range. And at the same time, your hamstrings then can let go. So you want to breathe through it. You want to do a few on one side, then switch to the other side. And remember, it's not going to be a big movement. You're not going to be moving much at all. It's end range strengthening. So here's the part to remember overall. The exercise doesn't matter. The principle does. Both of these movements I just showed you do the same job. They put your hip at end range and ask it to work there, produce a little force there. That's what teaches your nervous system that the range is safe because strength is being built there. Stretching alone never sends that message because stretching never asks the muscle to work. So here's how to apply that to your own mobility work, even outside these 2 exercises. Take whatever range that you are already working on, whatever stretch you already do, and ask yourself one question. Can I hold a weight or produce effort here instead of just relaxing into it? If the answer is yes, you've just turned that stretch into a strength cue, and that's the piece that actually sticks for your mobility. You don't need a long list of new exercises. You need to start loading the ranges you already have. If you want a hand figuring out which movements need this the most for your specific hips, that's exactly what I walk people through inside my coaching program. And you can book a free call using the link in the description below. And if this helps to explain why your hips have felt stuck, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.